Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. For me, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be getting up to just yet. I would like to paint my garden gnome as I have been trying to do for like the past 3 days, but as soon as I said that I really wanted to do it, it fully started raining, which is kind of annoying, and it's actually still raining at the moment. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get out there and do that today, unfortunately, but I would at least like to go out to the garden and give you a little update on the dill plant because as you know, it has been not the healthiest for a little while, and I moved it into a new container on Monday, I believe it was, and now it's like it actually looks like it's gonna be okay. So I want to show you. So hopefully it'll dry up a little bit later on, but also I hope it doesn't because I'm glad that it's finally raining. So it's kind of like a annoying thing that's happening because I want it to rain, but also I don't want it to rain. But anyway, yeah, if it's not raining, I will get some painting done, but if it is, it'll probably just be another calm day, which is honestly kind of nice as well. But yeah, for right now, I just wanted to say good morning, and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I'll see you in a second. This is the dill plant that I was talking about. I just gave them water, so they are kind of like falling over again, but they are such a better color than they were before I moved them into this container. Oh yeah, and you haven't even seen their container yet. So yeah, this is what they're in now, and again, not great still, but better than they were. I'm very happy that they're actually might be okay. And these are the dill sprouts that I put the seeds outside and they sprouted outside. These ones are much healthier. These ones were sprouted inside. But anyway, I'm not gonna spend much time out here. So yeah, I'm gonna paint my garden gnome at least a little bit, probably not that much. I want to get some of the flower done, but yeah, I'm not gonna spend much time out here because it is like 100 degrees. But yeah, wish me luck. I don't think I'm gonna video while I am painting it because again, it's too hot and I don't want you to overheat. But yeah, wish me luck on this and hopefully it will turn out well. Well, the gold paint did not work. I tried, as you can see on those two petals on the flower. Yeah, that does not work. So unfortunately, I need to get some yellow paint. I don't have any, amazingly enough. I don't know how, but I need to get some yellow for the flower and then I can fix that. But I got the stem and that looks absolutely amazing. That looks so much better. And I got a little bit of the little bird on the flower, so I got a little bit done. Not as much as I was hoping, but he does look better. We're getting there slowly but surely. But yeah, apparently I need some yellow paint because that gold just that doesn't look good. I don't like that at all. And then I'll finish this guy with some black paint and white as well. But I'm gonna do the white paint last because that's obviously the lightest color. But yeah, I'm very happy with how he looks. Got less done than I was hoping, like I said, but happy that I was able to get at least a little bit done today. I almost forgot I wanted to show you this. I think it's not a full pumpkin yet, like it hasn't been pollinated, but I am going to leave this, so we might be getting a little pumpkin starting to grow, which would be absolutely amazing. And I can't believe I almost forgot to show you that because I am so excited that there might be a pumpkin starting. It's so cute. Oh no, there's another one in the bottom there. That one's still super tiny, but there's another one down here. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see past the leaf, but there's another one down there. So yeah, I'm gonna start leaving their flowers so that way maybe they can start growing pumpkins. But yeah, that is amazingly exciting, and I can't believe I almost forgot to show you that. I'm just putting my paint back, and I wanted to show you what colors I have to choose from and why I decided to try the gold. I have the red that I did his jacket in, the silver that I did his hat in, so those ones are already used, and I obviously don't want to use more of those because that would be just too much of the same color. I'm going to be using the white on his beard and probably his hands, I'm not sure. The black will be for his shoes, and then these two I used today, and then the gold that I tried. I also have a darker blue. I will be using this one on the bird as well, so I'll be using the blue and the black and the white in the future color. I have two blacks because I use quite a bit of it, since I tend to use black paint the most. But anyway, yeah, these are the colors that I have. All of these do not count, by the way, because these are like puff paint, like the 3D stuff, so that won't work out there. So that's why I'm not even like, didn't even mention those. But I do technically have yellow in this, but yeah, that wouldn't work. So yeah, these are the colors of paint that I have, and none of them will work as the flower. So I need to get some more paint, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying. Just kind of disappointing because I wanted to paint the flower today as well. But again, it's okay. It was probably for the best because it is a little bit, you know, warm outside today. It felt amazing though, honestly. Now, if I was in the sun, I think it would have been a little bit too warm. Honestly, yeah, that would have been not good. So I'm glad that I waited for it to be shaded, but it still wasn't as warm as I was expecting it to be. Oh, I have some paint on my hand. Oops. Oh well, it'll wash off eventually. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to get at least a little bit of the little garden gnome painted. Not, again, as much as I was hoping, but it was, you know, it's a good amount considering I haven't been able to in quite a while, and I didn't even think that I would be able to today. But right now, I am obviously, getting some sewing done of the blanket because I wanted to. It's still a little bit earlier than I normally do, but you know, I wasn't doing anything else. But as for what I have gotten up to today, because it is still earlier than normal, I haven't really gotten up to that much, really just painting the garden gnome, and I have spent a little bit of time outside besides that. But honestly, yeah, it's been more of a relaxing day again. It's been quite nice. That's why I'm able to sew early again, because it's not much is happening this week, which is quite strange because it has been very busy. So it being a little bit more quiet this week has been kind of nice. And Dad and I are probably going to be getting the yard work done tomorrow as well. So having a day where it's more relaxed, yesterday and today have been more relaxed, has been a little bit nice, because tomorrow, yeah, the yard work, I think is going to be a little bit of quite a bit, I should say, of work, because everything is starting to really grow because it's warmer. So just being able to relax a little bit before needing to do that is probably a good idea. And that garden gnome, by the way, I don't know if I've said this before. I might have in the other video where I painted it a little bit, but that garden gnome I have had now for at least, at the minimum, probably 7 years. So that's why it has it has seen better days, because it has been outside for a very long time, and I don't bring it inside for the winter either, so it stays outside 24/7. Yes, it probably could be in a better condition if I did take care of it a little bit better, but honestly, for just really only having a few pieces like broken off of it here and there, and the paint being super faded, I would say the little one is actually doing very well, which is one of the reasons why I want to be able to repaint it, because it's holding up great. I mean, like, all things considered. And if I can get another at least 7 years out of the little guy by repainting it and putting that clear coat on top of it, that will make me very happy. I don't know if I should also put the clear coat of paint on my little dragon that's out in my garden as well or not. I'm kind of thinking about it, just to also help it last longer, because I really like that little guy too, and I want to try and, you know, keep them for as long as possible. But I also kind of don't want to, because I like how things age, if that makes sense. I think it adds a little bit of character to them, and I like it, but I also want them to last for a really long time, so it's kind of a difficult decision for me to make. But I don't know, I probably won't, at least this year, put the clear coat on my little dragon, but I probably will eventually. Who knows, maybe I'll actually paint it in a different color, because right now it's just gray. So maybe when I do put the clear coat on, that would be kind of a fun idea, because even with the garden gnome I could change the color of. I just don't want to, because I like how it is. But because the dragon is gray, I could in the future do whatever the heck I want to it, and that might be kind of fun. And I also cannot believe that there is a little pumpkin. I believe it might just be like the female flower on the plant, but it does technically have a tiny pumpkin on it right now. Well, actually two, because the other one that was super tiny, but those were not there yesterday when I checked on the plant. That's how fast that little plant is growing the flowers and the fruit. It is incredible how fast that thing grows. But I am gonna be leaving them now, because I think it should be okay. It has quite a few roots on it, and it's completely like in the bucket with lots of soil, so it should be okay. I am gonna look it up just to make sure that I can leave it, but I really want to, because I really just want to grow a pumpkin, and I don't want to have the same problem that I had last year where I planted the seeds too late in the season, so I didn't get a pumpkin. So I don't want to do the same thing, but by removing the flowers too late into the season, so that way I won't have a chance to grow a pumpkin. So it's kind of difficult, but I will figure out, and hopefully this might be the first pumpkin that we get of the season, and I will be so excited. They're not like carving pumpkins, I don't think. They're the kind that are just for decoration, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm just excited that we're gonna have some pumpkins. Dad was able to grow quite a few pumpkins last year, so we did have them. I just wasn't able to, unfortunately. Actually, Father, do you remember how many pumpkins that you had? It was like 6, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but he had quite a few. It might have been more than that. I actually don't have like way too much yarn today. That's very exciting. I did a lot better with this one than I have been for the past few days. I ran out at the beginning of the last square and I had to cut some more, which was really frustrating. And I was kind of concerned that I was gonna cut way too much, but I think I actually did really well this time. I'm so happy. But that also means that we are all done sewing this row for today. So, where is the top of the blanket? There it is. This is what the blanket's looking like. We have 2 more rows. It is going to be done for sure this weekend. I am so excited. And also, while it is, again, smaller than I thought that it would be, like now that it's sewn together, it's actually like quite a bit smaller than it looked when it was on the cardboard. It's still a really good size, and I think it's gonna be possible to use as, yeah, just around my shoulders. That's perfect, actually. Again, it's gonna have these other 2 rows sewn on, so it'll be slightly longer than that, but yeah, this is going to be very easy to just carry around and like leave out of the house without it being too big of a blanket. So yeah, this is going to be very good size. Again, smaller than I was expecting, but I think it's perfect. But that also is going to do it for the video today, I think, unless I get up to anything else later on today, because it is still early. You never know, but I think just in case this is the end of the video today, I hope you enjoyed it, and way more importantly, I hope you have a good day today, no matter what you're doing. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day. And as for tomorrow, I'm pretty sure Dad and I are going to be getting the yard work done, but I'm not entirely sure on that. And if I get some more paint for the garden gnome, I'll also paint that a little bit since I'll be out there anyway. But yeah, I think that's what tomorrow's gonna be. I'm not entirely sure though, so we will figure it out tomorrow. But as for today, just thank you so much for being here. Truly, I just hope you know how much it means to me. So thank you, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye! I'll see you later!